how Akash was tortured. We will tell you the story. It's election time in Tamil Nadu, and as expected, political parties are only focused on stitching up alliances and planning strategies to win it at any cost. That is, of course, the nature of electoral politics, in which often humanity takes a complete backseat. We'll do this story in two parts. First, we'll look at the politics of it, and then the humane side. The focus of this story is, of course, on custodial deaths in Tamil Nadu, the data for which enumerates that the state faces allegations of torture on at least 27 people who died in custody between May of 2021 and August of 2025. Today, we shall talk about 26-year-old Akash Delison, who was arrested on attempted murder charges and later died in Manamadurai, Sivaganga district, owing to torture and custodial death on 8th of March. There was, of course, all-round condemnation and from opposition parties. But what was also telling were two voices who happened to be the allies of the ruling DMK. Most prominent being that of VCK chief Thol Tirumavalavan, who said, and I'm quoting him here, the state government should initiate appropriate steps, including taking action against the police personnel involved if found guilty, to ensure justice for the family of the deceased. Yet another voice was also from an ally of the DMK, CPM State Secretary P Shanmugam, who demanded strict action against the police personnel involved and termed the death as brutal murder in lockup. But what is really most surprising, ladies and gentlemen, is almost a sense of denial on the part of the state government in the face of not only the gruesome death of Akash, but also sexual assaults like that of a young girl in Thoothukudi, and also the failure to prevent crimes against the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act. Let me also add that the sexual assault case against this young woman or young girl in Thoothukudi is not yet been proven. I want to make that very clear. She's, of course, passed. This was witnessed when the State Home Secretary Dheeraj Kumar and senior policemen came out to say how the law and order situation is fully under control in Tamil Nadu. Their defense? That they took prompt action. The Home Secretary further demolished the data on rising crimes and added how murder cases had actually dropped from 1,597 in 2021 to 1,461 in 2025, while cases of rape had declined from 422 in 21 to 401 in 2025. So far as the delay in commencing investigation, the recent death of the 17-year-old girl in Thoothukudi district DCP in charge, I beg your pardon, DGP in charge, G. Venkataraman, said that the police officer responsible has been suspended and special teams have been deployed to trace the criminals. On two custodial deaths in Sivaganga districts within a span of 9 months, Kumar said the police have adopted a transparent approach in investigating custodial deaths and torture. Dr. Maheshwar Dayal, ADGP Law and Order, said the focus is not only on prompt registration, investigation of POXO cases and other crimes against women, but also in ensuring speedy trial and securing convictions. The AIDMK, which is the biggest of opposition, came out all guns blazing, and they said on X, and I'm quoting them, when it comes to the safety and lives of people, turning responsible officials into instruments of data manipulation and damage control reflects the height of embarrassment for a chief minister. If you have the courage and conviction, come forward and give an explanation yourself. This is not to say that there were no crimes under other dispensations, but the whitewash at this juncture appears extremely weak. Now, following widespread outrage, the investigation into Akash's custodial death was transferred to the CBCID. Let me now welcome the two esteemed guests on the show. Kalyan Raman has joined us. He's senior leader of BJP in Tamil Nadu, and we are awaiting TKS Elangovan sir, spokesperson for the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, who is also a former MP, Rajya Sabha. Mr. Kalyan Raman sir, vanakkam. Very, very warm welcome to you. What kind of a whitewashing and this washing machine trick is this? Law and order, everything is very good. We are actually arresting people. We've taken due diligence. We are investigating. It's their job. They are not doing us a favor. Why is it that I as a journalist will say, but I file stories, but that's my job? No, sir. What is this kind of an explanation?
It's so appalling that 4 of the senior most police officials, including the in charge DGP, are coming and appearing in front of camera and saying that everything is all right in Tamil Nadu, things are under control. I was national head of a shipping line. I never get out of my cabin to go around looking for providing solutions because the system was set in place. and everything was going smooth in my organization, which I had about 240 employees. Similarly, the police department, if everything is all right, then the DGP or the in charge DGP or ADGP law and order, they don't have any great reason to come before the camera to claim that everything is all right. When they come before the camera, apparently that means that something is seriously wrong, which is why they are appearing today. This is number one. Number two, there is a classic case in which the ED had issued several letters to the DVAC, that is the Directorate of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption, saying that FIR shall be filed against these ministers because they have indulged in corrupt practice. Here are the evidence of corruption running to over 250 pages. Pakka evidence is provided, and the FIR is still not filed despite even the court having perused the evidences and then asking the department to file an FIR. FIR is nothing but a first information report. The police should have no problem in filing an FIR, but they are not even doing FIR against the ministers because they want to protect the concerned ministers, not one of them, two of them. So if everything is good, if everything is pakka, proper, systematic in the law and order mechanism, such issues should not go to either the court or before the public. Now the police officials have appeared before the public on one hand. Now they are trying to answer to the court on the other hand. That essentially means what? The total collapse of law and order mechanism in Tamil Nadu. I'm not getting into the details of
Yeah.
how Akash was murdered, how the 2.5 years old kid was.
That I'm doing in the second part of it right now. I just want to deal the kind of, I think, coming in front and saying law and order is fine is just something which is I'm not able to stomach. But please, I'll just come to you, sir. TK Sulungovan, sir, has also joined us. Vanakkam, sir. Today, top authorities, the Home Secretary and the top cops came out and said, law and order situation is all under control. You see, we are doing due diligence. We are arresting those people. In the case of the Thoothukudi school girl, class +2 child, Praveena has been suspended. We are doing investigations. Your rape and all has come down. Murder has come down. What is this, Mr. Elangovan? If you look at the data, and Mr. Elangovan, I am not for once saying that it is only the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam that the crimes have increased, but it is your rule, sir. So what if there are elections? But this kind of an explanation is total whitewash, I think. What is the need to do it? Action should show, no?
Yes. So far, in every case, wherever there was a complaint, the criminals were arrested and booked. Even in this case, the police have started their work and they will arrest them. See, we cannot stop such kind of crimes because it is happening in a private place. Sometimes, see, everywhere it is on the increase because of various reasons, other reasons. This is the problem with the society. But whenever there is a complaint, immediately police take action and have arrested all criminals whenever they have received a complaint. Even in this case, they have formed a committee to look into it and they are going to arrest. We have not let any criminal to escape. That is how we can maintain law and order. That is what we are
Police,
doing.
yeah, sure. But no, there is, the law and order situation as of today, as a Tamil, and you who live in Tamil Nadu, when you think about Akash and you think about that girl in Thoothukudi, we are disturbed. Yes, society, maybe crime has increased, but that is what the government's duty is. My safety, security, dignity is in your hands, sir. I should be able to go to college and to work. And today, Mr. Raghupati says that, women work in Tamil Nadu because it is safe. Today, the situation is bad. Also, I want to ask you, sir, the buck stops because Muka Stalin takes care of the home ministry. What is going on, sir? 27 custodial deaths, sir. The police may be arresting people, but they kick them to death also, no, sir? You see Ajit's case. I'm not going to the Bhadrakali Amman Kovil, I'm talking about Ajit's case. What happened? Later, all theft cases were closed. But he's dead, no, Mr. Elangovan. Somewhere these top people coming and doing a press conference is not fair. Give us results, sir.
No, when they are asked, they have to answer. No. The media asks them as to what had happened in this case. When they are media is putting pressure, they have to reply to them.
It's not pressure, sir. They did a press conference. Anyway, Mr. Kalyan Raman, sir, why don't you come in here? You see, for me, whether it is Armstrong's case, whether it is Ajit's case, whether it is Akash's case, whether it is this child's case, whether there are numerous cases where you're standing at a bus stand and some auto driver comes and sexually assaults you, I think my buck, I will look at Muka Stalin, whom a lot of people may elect this time, not elect. I am not going to really punt on that. But the point is, you can't say everything is fine. Kanimuri madam also said, yeah, we do not know. What is this, sir? Somewhere there has to be, law and order is in your hand. You have to tighten the reins, Mr. Kalyan Raman.
We have a strange rulers in Tamil Nadu where the police department does not have SOP for how to manage law and order. There is no SOP for DMK men, whether they can sell ganja or not, whether the state government can promote the TASMAC or not. They have a target of 40,000 crores this year, next year 48,000 crores, the next year 55,000 crores. The moment somebody boozes or takes ganja supplied by DMK men, they go around looting people, they go around killing people, they go around molesting women, sometimes raping women. And some of them are arrested and put into custodial death. All is handiwork of DMK. Now, TK Silangon I was astonished to see that it happens in private places. What is your role? Just answer to that. Your role is to ensure that there is no chaotic condition created in the society. There is law and order in the society. If you promote TASMAC, if you promote people boozing, this is bound to impact the society. Don't you know a simple
Mr.
logic?
Mr. Ilangovan, you see, please
Don't
answer.
you know simple thing?
No, I can
control.
say that ganja,
The person who is out of control,
Let him answer.
like ganja are coming from
TASMAC,
outside Tamil Nadu, but not by Tamil people. We had even received ganja from Gujarat.
But sir, you should control it, no sir. You should control it.
You are a peddler.
Ilangovan sir.
You are DMK men are peddling. Don't you know that?
When they are
Go
found
on, don't you know
with
that?
these things, immediately police take action and arrest them.
But
But
your own
somehow
men are
it is
peddling.
entering into
Not
this
enough.
thing.
Also at one point, Mr. Ilangovan, Tamil Nadu police was called the Scotland Yard. What has happened to the police force? We don't have a top cop. Secondly, most of them, what they do, the reins are given to constables and SIs who are kicking and, killing people. I think law and order, I know it doesn't matter in, unfortunately in politics and during elections. But I think it's a blot. Don't you think, Mr. Ilangovan, whichever dispensation comes next time, sir, there has to be the tightening of the reins. Public murders are happening on the road. I think we've lost connection to Mr. Ilangovan. That's the time I have. Thank you very much, Mr. Kalyan Raman, sir. Thank you. Spoke very well. I think we owe it to the people of Tamil Nadu. Now, let us go to the second part of it, which is the humane aspect. The custodial torture of 26-year-old Akash Delison, an engineering graduate from Manamadurai, is yet another terrible blot in the record of human rights during the present DMK rule. On 6th of March, Manamadurai police had arrested Akash and his acquaintance, Guna, both from Manamadurai, for allegedly attacking 37-year-old P Jayakumar and 40-year-old R Alagar with sharp weapons like sickles and thereby inflicting injuries on them in Zain Nagar area. Alagar, of course, later went to the police and a case was registered at the Manamadurai police station under section 324(2), 296B, 1181, 101 and 351(3), all according to the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Post the incident, the police team went in search of Akash, who tried to escape apparently from custody and suffered a fracture in his leg after falling from a bridge. Akash was later admitted to the government Sivaganga Medical College. The Manamadurai Judicial Magistrate remanded him in judicial custody until 18th of March, after which he was admitted to the prisoners' ward at the Madurai Government Rajaji Hospital. It was here that authorities said how Akash developed breathing difficulties early Sunday morning and passed away shortly thereafter. It has been alleged by hospital authorities that Akash had suffered multiple fractures and the death could have been due to fat embolism, although the exact cause would be known post-mortem. It's what they said at that time. Now, Akash's parents, Rajesh Kannan and Anandi, refused to accept the police's version and while protesting over the death of their son, alleged that policemen from the Manamadurai station took Akash to a secluded forested area under the guise of an investigation. Rajesh Kannan said that not only did they beat him brutally, but also made caste slurs. The father said, and I quote him here, they placed stones on his legs and beat him until his bones shattered. Anandi, Mother of Akash further said, alleging that the murder was premeditated and how the police had threatened her family, saying, if we get our hands on your son, we will kill him. And Akash's dying declaration came, and it's most telling. In his deposition to Magistrate Afzal Fatima, Akash described in detail how the police allegedly broke his leg using an iron rod after blindfolding him. Before he succumbed to his injuries, this is what Akash said in his statement. They tied my eyes with a white cloth. They blindfolded me and took me alone in a separate car. They made me sit. They placed 2 stones, one under my ankle and another under my knee. They placed a wet sack over my leg. Then they struck my right leg once with great force using an iron rod. Immediately upon being hit, the bone broke and protruded out, and there was bleeding. I was writhing in pain. After that, they removed my blindfold. So, the parents of Akash were right, weren't they? And the police's version falls flat on its face, doesn't it? That his death due to torture is yet another blot in a string of custodial deaths has now become routine, with no justice in sight. Let's debate. Let me now go to Shalin Maria Lawrence, very well-known author and social activist, and Satish Kumar, advocate, Tamil Nadu High Court. Thanks so much for joining us. But look at this. I have the report, and they say how there is more and more forensic experts are saying that, this Akash who died in police, there is inconsistencies throughout. The fat embolism seems to be the right thing to have been done. There are fractures. I mean, this is, and the easiest way is to say that, he fell from a bridge and he died, everything. Shalin Maria Lawrence, how many times will we have this discussion? Shalin Maria Lawrence, just now I spoke to Ilangovan. Today, Tamil Nadu top cop and Home Secretary came and said, the law and order situation is first class in Tamil Nadu. What is going on? No value, no value for a life in the state.